What's up, duelists? I'm back with another deck that was in my top 5 decks to play in 2024 video. This deck is Amaryllis Burn. I'm not playing the list from my top 5 video because I'm trying out a new list. This new list is one that got second place at a PS5 tournament in New York recently. It plays 2 copies of Debris Dragon in the main. This card is incredibly powerful. Every time I play Dandelion, I want to play Debris Dragon as well. This card just fills a lot of roles that the deck didn't already have. There's a lot of interesting deck choices in this one. There's no Sangin, there's no Brain Control, there's no Solemn Judgment. There's a lot of things that are moved around here or there. I made 2 changes to the deck list. In the sideboard, there was a My Body as a Shield. I dislike that card. I think that card is very bad. I cut it for a Consecrated Light. We've got Consecrated plus Royal Decree versus Blackwings. Should be a steal. And then I did cut the Dark End Dragon for the Stardust, the second Stardust. I could see the second Stardust coming up a lot more than the Dark End Dragon because oftentimes if you can summon Titanial easily, the best companion is Stardust Dragon. So that's the vibes. We're getting into the 8-man tournament. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you like this type of video, if you like this type of content, if you like watching me play Edison format live from Las Vegas, Nevada, Nevada. God, I hate when people say that. Nevada. Live from Las Vegas, Nevada. What are we doing here? What are we doing? We're losing rock, paper, scissors. That's what we're doing. Man, fuck that shit. Off to a great start. Off to a wonderful start. Really great. But we do have a live trade-in. We do have Lila. We do have Mirror Force to defend our Lila. So I'm pretty happy with this, honestly. I think if they set any amount of back row, we go Lila first. I know it's weird, but we want to... Never mind. Our deck doesn't like that card. That card's annoying. Let's trade in. Let's pitch the Titanial. Let's draw 2 cards. We found Raikou plus Heavy Storm. So they didn't set any back row of their own. This leads me to believe that they have Heavy Storm in their hand. That's kind of what this is telling me. I could set Necrogardna. It's the worst card in my hand. I could trade that with the Doom Caliber Knight. I'm kind of inclined to do it. We are going to lose whatever we set to my opponent's back row removal, so I'm going to set my own Heavy Storm. Because he has no back row, I think our Heavy Storm is going to be kind of useless. So what I'm going to do is, try to bait his Space Typhoon or his Heavy Storm or whatever card it is with my Heavy Storm as well here. He could sacrifice his Doom Caliber Knight for Caius here, but it looks like he's just going to attack into our Necrogardna. That's totally chill. I'm cool with this. Now he knows we are on Necrogardna. He probably knows we're playing Amaryllis, so there's that. There's an off chance we get some value out of this Heavy Storm yet, which is cool. So we're going to go draw phase. Card Trooper is kind of perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Main one. Let's see if this resolves. Okay, so first things first, we are going to summon Card Trooper and activate the effect. Cost. Priority 3x. Let's see if this works. Mill 3. Okay. Card Trooper's going to get destroyed. Card Trooper's Graveyard Effect is going to activate, and we're going to draw a card. Terrible mill from us. But we did find Trap Dust Shoot, so that's pretty good. And we did dig further into our deck, which I guess is okay too as well. Let's go ahead and flip our Heavy Storm. Well, actually, I kind of want to set Dust Shoot. And pass. Let's just Dust Shoot him. Let's see what he's got. I want to see what he's about. Show me what you've got, alright? Show me what you've got. Let's see it. Trap Dust Shoot. Chain Typhoon on my Heavy Storm. Well, we kind of knew that was going to happen. So, that's kind of what we wanted. Gigantes, Sangin. Okay, so he's got no real great ways to do anything if we summon Titanial. But we do want to get a little bit more here. Huh. I think we'll take the... Oh, geez, that is tricky. I don't want... I want to take one of the monsters he can set. I think it's going to be Sangan. There's Raikou, Caius, Gigantes, 2, and Traveson. Yeah, because Sangan can search him a wide variety of cards. I just don't want him to be able to search. It just gets him to Grand Mole, gets him to a lot of annoying cards that we don't really like dealing with. So this is going to be our plan here. We drew Foolish Burial, which is perfect. That basically cements my game plan of going for the Titanium. We've had some really, really, really lucky draws off the top. Starting with the Card Trooper, and then, of course, the Trap Dust Shoe was fantastic into the perfect Foolish Burial, which can send Dandelion and proc our big Lone Fire turn. So, yeah, pretty happy about this. This just kind of came up perfectly for us. And then we've got Lone Fire. I think everything has really come together this game nicely. And I'm going to sacrifice the other one as well to get the Titanial. So we're going to go Lone Fire in defense, and Titanial. We could actually put this Lone Fire in attack. You know what? Fuck it, we ball. Let's put it in attack. Let's go battle phase. Lone Fire attacks. It's going to be Raikou. He's got a mill only, or else we'll negate it. Okay. 500. And 2800. I think this may accelerate the clock just nicely enough. What did he mill here? He did mill a rock, so he is able to go for that Gigantes. Is there a reason to set our Mirror Force? Not really, actually. He can go Gigantes, attack over a Lone Fire, Caius, but that still puts him in kind of an awkward spot. There's no reason to set our Mirror Force. There's really just no reason to do that. I do want to Lila pop his back row next turn if possible, just so I can have Mirror Force defending us from that Evil Hero Dargaea. That's going to be a fucking problem. He can clear both my Lone Fires this turn. Oh, I guess I have Necrogarna. Never mind. Yeah, that's pretty hard for him to win here. We could hold Necrogarna forever for Evil Hero too, as well. But I think that we're just like, I think we're pretty clearly ahead. He's thinking, yeah, so Gigantes, he has 2 Gigantes. He can summon both of them, but he can't summon both of them straight up. So he can only summon one of them, and then he has to sack the other one. He has to sack that one first before he's going to go for the attack. Now, I am a gambling man, so I'm going to banish Necrogarna to negate that attack. It buys me +1 cardboard, so I think that that's good enough. Here comes Caius. Caius is going to target the Lone Fire. I'm going to negate and destroy the Caius, and he's going to pass the turn back. We drew Debris Dragon, so we do have game because we did attack with that Lone Fire last turn. We're going to be able to go for Lila battle phase, and this is 5,000 damage, so we'll see what he's about. Nothing. All right, sick. So this matchup's probably fucking great, honestly, just because he says Brick City. Yeah, double Gigantes is not where you want to be with that deck. It's a pretty bad draw, and he didn't have the Dark Calling, so that's going to cost you, you know? It's going to cost you, you know what I'm saying? It's going to cost you. We could do the Soul Release. That just sets up for his release from Stone. We could do the Skill Drain. I do like the Skill Drains here. I think that they are very good. DD Crow's not the worst, but it's really not something I'm super excited about. I do wish we had Snowman Eaters. I think it would be a little bit more pleasant here for us. Mind Crush can name Dark Calling as well, which is pretty fucking strong, so I'm kind of feeling that. I'm kind of feeling these 3 cards. We could go out with the Raikou. I think going second in the Raikou mirror, just being slow with the Raikous like we were that game, is not ideal. Mirror Force, Torrential, Bottomless, all great. Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast, also just fantastic. It's kind of exactly what our deck wants to do. We might not even want these skill drains, to be honest. Maybe we just want one as like a hedge. I think our game plan is going to be get Necrogarna in the graveyard. I'm going to cut Morphing Jar. We're going to go Mind Crush and 1 skill drain for Morphing Jar and Raikou. And I don't know if that's the best sideboard possible. Maybe it's Gores. Gores is a little bit shitty versus this deck. Maybe we still keep the jar because he's fucking crazy. This card is just fucking nuts. We could keep the jar. But going second, I do like Cyber Dragon, actually. Let's go Cyber Dragon. He's pretty good. Cyber Dragon runs over all of his, like, little guys. So, we'll go with one Cyber Dragon. I might even want the second Cyber Dragon, now that I'm thinking about it. This hand is great. This hand is just fucking awesome. Man, I wish I did not give up my Amaryllises as a part of the prize pool for RBET Orlando, but alas, I did. And so I will never, ever, ever be able to play this deck in person, Sag. Okay, there's the Guardian. End phase reveal a rock. Let's see the rock. We got the guy a plate. He's pretty fucking strong. That's a strong boy. It's a strong guy, a strong lad, if you will. Let's start things off with the trade-in. Keep it simple. Get the perfect information before we decide to go for anything too crazy. There's our Necrogardna. He's our win con. Now we could Hidden Armory. She always does find her way into the hand. I do like Hidden Armory here. This is actually not a bad play. Always. But I am playing 3, so drawing Titanial in this one's not too bad. Let's go ahead and Hidden Armory and go get that Mark of the Rose. I think this is our best play. I want to deal some prelims and just clear his guy out of the way. He's an annoying. That's an annoying card. Let's go Mark. Banish. Battle phase. Hit for 1900. And then I can't play any other cards besides Phoenix Wing Windblast here. And I don't want to play Phoenix Wing Windblast without a target. So I'm just going to let the Guardian die. The reason I'm not playing the Phoenix Wing is because I don't want to expose it to like a Lila or anything. Obviously, like, it's not the worst Phoenix Winging a Lila, but I just think that it's better to have a target for your chainable cards before you set them. Like, granted, he could, you know, have big turn this turn, so there's always that, but we can't normal summon because we did use the Hidden Armory. Okay, he's got Dark Calling. That's unfortunate. So he's gonna go big minus here to OTK us, which you can't play around this. Like, the only way we could have played around it is set Phoenix Wing. But again, I think it's more likely that he has one Lila than he has specifically the OTK. Yeah. Okay. I'll admit defeat. We'll go next. Save the time. Going second, do things change? I think so, yeah. I think Skill Drain is much better going second. Mind Crush, interesting. I should have set the Wind Blast in hindsight. But, again, like I said, it's like so much more likely he just has like Raikou, Lila, that bullshit, than he has specifically Dark Calling, Gigantes, Fossil Dyna, with 2 cards to pitch to get the perfect 5200. Like, that's a fucking Exodia combo. It's literally a 5-card combo. Like, am I going to play around the 5-card combo, or am I going to play around the opener? I'm going to play around the opener, you know what I mean? And that's just what's going to happen some percentage of the time. Dust Shoot seems good. I do want the second Skill Drain in. I'm just not sure where I'm going to fit it in. Maybe Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon is really good. I wished I had drawn it last game. Maybe over Mind Crush. Mind Crush seems crucial. But it's probably worse than Skill Drain, I guess. Okay. This could be wrong. I might want the Mind Crush over the Skill Drain. Maybe I want the Mind Crush over the Cyber Dragon. Let's do that. That seems better. I'm realizing now Dyna is going to be an issue for me because it clears active Titanial, so we need to be careful of Dyna. I may even want more Raikou going second, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Okay, opening hand isn't terrible, but it doesn't really have a great stop for set Dyna as of right now. So the game plan can be a bunch of different things. We could Foolish Amaryllis, set up Amaryllis, Lone Fire Titanial. We could Foolish Dandelion. I think Foolishing Amaryllis is is better. Or is it? No, Foolishing Dandelion is better. Amaryllis is good here, but I think this is a better play. We'll go Lone Fire, sack, go get another Lone Fire, sack, go get Titanial, and then we'll set our bottomless, and we'll pass. So he has to have specifically a Heavy Storm to play through this, or he has to have like Set Dyna. Now Set Dyna is really good here. Like it completely clears my board. There's not really a great way around it. And there's that set monster that's most likely going to be his Set Dyna. But this is exactly why we want to play Debris Dragon. Can we make... Is it possible to make Dandelion? Maybe I should have left. So if I go Lone Fire, sack, get Dandelion. This Lone Fire, sack the Dandelion. Get 2 tokens, and then I'd get another monster. There's no way I can make Stardust Dragon. We do have this Lone Fire that was the normal summoned one. So this is really tricky. I need to look at my deck list. I wonder if there's an easy way. If I summon Debris Dragon first, no effect. No, I still can't fucking do it, can I? So I want to use this Lone Fire. Let's use this one, because that's the special summon one. And this one will get Dandelion. I think this is the play into Set Dyna. So assuming it's Set Dyna, this is the play. We get Dandelion, right? We go Battle Phase. Titanial attacks. It's super nimble. Okay, that's not very good. Yeah, that's just not very good. Maybe he was like baiting a certain type of play here. Or he's trying to set up for the... whatever it is. Okay, here comes Raikou. Mill 3 only, and he's going to mill 2 Fiends. So now Dark Calling is a fear factor for us. What's my plan into Dark Calling? Well, I have Bottomless. Main phase 2. I can tribute Dandelion Lone Fire for a second Titanial, or I could hold it. This is so weird. This is a weird one. I don't know exactly what's right, but we're going to sack the Dandy, and I'm going to go get the last Titanial out of the deck. This is a weird one. I'm not sure this is right, but yeah. And then I'm going to Hidden Armory now so that I can normal summon next turn. So I'm going to Hidden Armory, go get Mark of the Rose. Now. Then I'll pass. Milling Trade-In kind of sucked. I wish I would have drawn that, but it's fine. So he has 6 cards. He could Double Calling, kill us. Or he could Heavy Storm. Yeah, he'd have to Heavy Storm Double Calling, which isn't the least realistic thing. Okay, he's got a single Calling, but he's got no Heavy Storm, so I'll let that resolve. This is going to banish at least 1 card from his hand. He has no rocks in the graveyard, so there goes the Guardian. One thing he could have done was normal summon Guardian and then Space Typhoon the back row. And then if I try to negate with Titanial, he can negate back with Guardian. I'm going to go ahead and Bottomless here. This is needs to be Bottomless. So that was a 4,300 one. He's got a 1,900 still left over. He can still threaten me, but I mean, it's not like... I don't think it's lethal. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it would be like that. Anyway, we can double tribute for Titanial. And that's game. So, yeah. But he could also have Gores, so I'm like obviously thinking about that, you know. I don't think it matters too much. I think it's like more or less all the same. Battle phase, hit for 28. He'll drop Gores, we kill the Gores, and then he has the Gores token, but okay, 28 again. Alright. Oh, dropped the Gores now. Okay, so he waited till he was at 2400. Interesting. There's no reason to wait there. You should have dropped it on the first attack, but this is more or less okay. I'm going to set my Heavy Storm just to represent some type of fear, and then pass. I think it's going to be hard for him to beat this. He could have Vortex. I mean, like, Vortex is obviously very good. Fossil Dyna clears. Don't get me wrong, Fossil Dyna does end it all here. But I think we're kind of okay. Second calling is good. It is good, but we've got Mark, and he knows we have Mark, so it's like, what are you doing, really, you know? He's thinking pretty hard here. I wonder if he had that Typhoon line. Oh, he's just going to pass. Well, he knows about Mark, so the game is over. Right? Unless he plays Battle Fader. He might play Battle Fader. Wouldn't be the weirdest thing in the world. Huh. Oh, give me the token. Gimme. Target token. It's not letting me target for some fucking reason. Crow don't stop that, does it? No. Even it did. I have another. GG's. GG's. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Brain control, Kais. He's missing the rocks. See, I think this is the big issue with this style of deck, is that you're really reliant on milling. What was the set? Heavy Storm. It says, of course. Yeah, it wasn't anything. But he could have at least killed the token, Kappa. Alright. Next match. We got our first W, which is not too bad. We play the winner of... Dr. Claw versus Tomato. I have no idea. What did this person DM me? Just want to say, loving the content, enjoying the match, big fan, keep up the good work, man. Heart. Much appreciated, brother. That's very kind. That's a sweet message. That made my day. Alright, so we are watching the winner of Dr. Claw versus the Tomato. Looks like the Tomato's on patented Glads. That might be a tough matchup. Might be. Probably not. And it looks like Dr. Claw is on what looks like a GOAT format deck. So, well, shit. And it looks like they didn't host in the match format. So I'm not sure if they won or not. The game, or what game this is. But if I had to formulate a game plan for Glads, it would be summon Titanial and don't activate the Titanial. And then if I had to formulate a game plan versus zombies, it would be just do the thing and win. Glads is probably a terrible matchup. I'll say that much. Glads being around probably makes it difficult for Amaryllis to be around. That being said, like, Mark of the Rose DDR just fucking hoses Glads. Like, the hidden armory stuff just makes it so that they can never really get anything going, because you just put a Titanial into play every single fucking turn. And what are they supposed to do, you know? Like, how are they supposed to deal with that? Basically force them to have the nuts. Otherwise, they can't play. But, you know, if they do have the nuts, like, they can actually beat you pretty easily. It's not that hard for them to put up a Heraclinos, and then that shuts off the Hidden Armory engine. So a lot of back and forth, I think, that there would be between Glads and Amaryllis. But I think Amaryllis should come out on top just due to the fact that it's playing better cards. That being said, I think cards like Morphing Jar, Gores, Game 1 are not going to be very good. Skill Drain could be useful, but still it's going to be a pretty uphill battle, I think, because Game 1 is going to be such a heavy unfavorite. This is probably Game 2, given the breakers are in. So it's going to be Breaker the Magical Warrior. This is going to run over one of these shitter monsters, probably Samnite. Unless Kumakishi or Tomato, whatever we're calling him, is playing Hedge Guard. He could be playing Hedge Guard. Looks like he's not. So I think that the Breaker the Magical Warrior is somewhat of an FTK versus Glads if they don't have a monster in play. But if they have a monster in play, then they can pretty easily make Geyserist. Like, I don't think it's going to be that hard for him to find a way to clear this Breaker, especially when there's no back row backing it up. I think this is going to be a quick one. Glads definitely punishes the light on the back row type beat. So, yeah, I really like Amaryllis. I think the deck is just shockingly good. Like, it has good matchups against all the top decks. It has auto win draws. It has the most spammable Titanial in the game. And Titanial, as you guys know, is literally this format's Herald of Perfection. It's like such an insane card in this format. You saw it in the last game. My opponent had Brain Control Caius. He couldn't even play him. Like, that's like the nuts combo. Oh my gosh, he's playing Miracle Fusion. Yeah, definitely wasn't hard to clear the Breaker under these circumstances. Now, Miracle Fusion, it may seem like it complicates the situation, but if my opponent is like spending time summoning Stratos, summoning Ocean, I think I can take advantage of that with the Amaryllis deck quite easily. I don't think Absolute Zero's as much of a threat as something like Heraclinos is. So it's going to be 25, 16, and 17, but subtract 19. So Dr. Claw is going to survive this turn, but only just. I don't know why he didn't attack over the Samnite. Attacking over the eQuest is, I guess it's out of respect or fear of like a top deck Icarus attack, but you only have one card in play anyway. So I think leaving the Samnite is a little silly. I don't know if the Samnite was tagged into. If the Samnite was tagged into, then that was definitely silly. Sets the background passes, yeah. So the Miracle Fusion did get live here. Let's see if there's like a way to Black Rose, maybe Instant Fusion, Teleport, Black Rose. But that obviously folds to like Gladiator, Beast, War Chariot, so probably a good matchup for Glads. Any sort of Pyramid Turtle reliant strategy is probably a good matchup for Glads. I'd say Gladiator, Beast, War Chariot is just a really good card. It's stopping like Caius or whatever Battle Recruiter guy, and then you can get your pluses fairly easily because they're hoping to float around, and then you can even go as far as to sideboard stuff like Dimensional Fissure or Banisher of the Radiance, which just completely hose these decks. Set monster and pass. That's gonna be game over. You just Prisma, reveal Geyserist, send Bestiari, yeah, tag into whatever it is, tag into Geyserist. There it is. Dr. Claw says XD. Gonna get Dr. Clawed, bro. Yeah, this one's over. There's no shot you played Battle Fader, and even if you do, I'm like fairly certain there's a War Chariot down. Oh god. Yeah. Say less. That's gonna be the game. Alright, cool. So that was probably game 2. And I'm going to play against Kumakishi next. Alright, interesting. This deck versus Glads is not a matchup I expected to play, but alright, I guess we'll try it. I'm sort of formulating the game plan in my brain, but it's sort of struggling to manifest. I think we may have some issues in this matchup. I do want to win the rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to go with scissors. I'm going to go with scissors again. I think it's very apt to want to go paper. Ah, goddamn, dude. That's so annoying. That means he gets all his stuff down first before we get a chance to like set bottomless. It's not like our hand has bottomless anyway, but now we can't like set up titanium going first, which is fucking cringe. So you know what I'm on. Yeah, I mean, yes. Because it took you guys 18 million years to play a 100-0 matchup. Okay, Stratos is good. That means I can get in under War Chariot at the very least, but I probably can't get in under some other things. There's Prisma. We can negate Prisma Tiger with Titanial, so that's not too bad. One Dandelion in hand is annoying. That means it's less likely to be milled off of charge. Hella back row, really fucking annoying. Amaryllis, not a great draw either. Well, I think we charge. Mill 3. Go find Lila. We didn't mill a target for Debris Dragon, which is unfortunate. There's a lot to be considered here. The back row are really annoying. So I could go like Lila break one of the back row. If he has bottomless, then that's fine. Alright, let's try Lila break. Summon, okay. Let's try and break one of these. Hopefully it's not a War Chariot. Set by deck. For some reason it's not letting me fucking target shit, but whatever. Yes. Well, I'm unlucky, so what can you do? End phase, mill 3. We milled Necro. That's really good. That's really, really good. I'm trying to click end turn, but it's not letting me. I'm going to refresh Dueling Book because it's just bugged. And it's taking forever, and I'm raging internally. Let's see if this works. Sorry about that. Cool. My hand is really bad. I think game 1 we're not a favorite here by any metric, but it's really hard when your hand is like not playable. I don't know how to say it. Geyserus, okay. Send Bestiari, okay. Test Tiger, okay. At least we're forcing all of this bullshit now. Yeah. What he should do is he should tag into eQuest right away. That's the best play. The worst play is going Darius into Geyserus. Okay, so this play is bad. The reason this play is bad is because I milled Necrogarna. So unless he has a second Chariot, then this just doesn't accomplish anything. You go Geyserus, you blow up my Lila, but then you can't even connect with the Geyserus, and then you have a Geyserus in play, and you don't get your Chariot back, and then I can still play the game. Whereas, like, unless you have a second Chariot. If he has a second Chariot set here, like, okay, you got me. But, like, this is like you spent 2 cards to out a Lila and a Necrogardener, which is not very good. We'll take 18. And then that will attack. And I will spend the Necrogardener because why the fuck wouldn't I? You know? I don't want it to be able to connect. Okay, perfect. Of course we draw Gores now, which would have been incredible last turn. But, you know, alas, here we are. All right, yeah, well, I mean, it's just not really, it hasn't really come together for us. We kind of need to get we kind of need to get lucky and hope his other back row is like Starlight Road or Trap Stun or something shitty like that. So what I think is the play is we have to go... Man, he went for the Prisma Tiger last turn. What are the chances he has another Glad in hand? I think he would have just summoned a Glad if he had it last turn. He would have held the Prisma Tiger. I don't think he has another Glad. I think he's scared of Heavy Storm. And I think his other back row is real. So I think I'm going to set Ryko. This is a really, really risky play, but I'm going to set Ryko. If he has another Glad, obviously I get fucking punished out the ass. But, like, what am I supposed to do, you know? That's just the way it goes. We can still force him into Murmillo by dropping Gores, but it's, like, it's so bad. I'm just bleeding cards. Oh, he top decked one. Well, you know, can't win them all. You know, you can't win them all. We'll go Ryko, activate, destroy Geyseris. Level 3. And again, just missing on Dandelion targets is wonderful. He has no reason to attack here, but he's going to anyway because I didn't drop Gores last turn. I'm going to special summon my Gores in actually defense position. I know some Gladiator Beast decks play enemy controller. I guess he just has Call of the Haunted, so he has it all anyway. I'm going to admit defeat. This game's over. Okay, cool. That was fucking frustrating as shit, but he's on Prisma Tigers, so I think DD Crow actually fucks his shit up, like, pretty bad. Skill Drain also fucks his shit up pretty bad. I think Cyber Dragon's good. DD Crow could be worth going for. So Call of the Haunted, Gladiator Beast, War Chariot. It's possible we want to go for DD Crow, but we'll come back to that. Think on that. I guess we could have just gone for Titanial after all. Man, that's really fucking tilting. Why would he set both Call? I guess setting Call behind Stratos is not bad. But I feel like you would want to wait till your Stratos dies before setting the Call. It seems kind of... But I guess you could let the Stratos die, then on your turn summon Prisma, and then call back Stratos, pop back row, do stuff like that. I guess it makes sense to set it. It's not like the worst play in the world. Definitely want to cut Morphing Jar. Definitely want to cut Trap, Dust Shoot. These cards don't really do anything. Dust Shoot is okay. Like, you can get the Tiger out of hand. Yeah, I might leave the Dust Shoot. It's not the worst card. But there are, like, some pretty bad cards here. Like, Gores is just fucking... It's a mulligan against Glads. It doesn't do anything. Probably do just want to side out the Dust Shoot. Even though it is, like, good, quote-unquote, it is not what we want to be doing. Same thing with, like, Dandelion and Debris Dragon are just fucking terrible. But what am I supposed to do? Like, side those out? Like, how do I side those out? Then my deck just gets significantly worse, right? Man. Maybe it is one Debris Dragon or, like, one Lila or something. Lila going first is actually pretty fucking strong. Maybe we don't need both Cyber Dragons. We just need the one. We could do, like, Skill Drain. Well, Skill Drain is, like, it wants the Cyber Dragon, let's be real. Man. Maybe Plague can come out. He seems like a bad draw, and I don't really care about milling him. Okay, Space Typhoon. Also good, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Space Typhoon is definitely a card I want. I think. Maybe. I wonder if this deck can ever side out Amaryllis. Probably not. No, not especially if we're bringing in the skill drains. Okay, Space Typhoon will be used possibly over one of our cards. Let's do one Hidden Armory for Space Typhoon. I don't know if that's correct, but I think opening up with multiple Hidden Armories could be a way to just be too slow to the gate, and then the opponent makes Heracleanos, like I said, and that could be an issue for us. This hand has Titanial, so it's very good, obviously. So we're going to do that. We're going to go Foolish. Is it Foolish Amaryllis here? Amaryllis is really good with Skill Drain. I think we want Amaryllis access. So I think this hand it's gonna be Foolish Amaryllis. Or is it? We want to draw Amaryllis because we have this trade-in. Okay, fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. We'll go Dandy. Yeah, let's go Dandy. Let's hope to draw Amaryllis. Normal Lone Fire. Lone Fire effect. Now this time, if we summon this in defense, he can go... It depends on if we want to play around Tiger into Secutor. And I think we do play around that. So we go Lone Fire, and then we go Lone Fire, sack the token, get Titanial. So putting them both in attack position plays around Tiger into Secutor, which I think is best, actually. And then I'll pass the turn. Because his deck definitely does play Tiger. And I'm going to set both the Skill Drain and the Bottomless. I mean, there's no real reason for me not to set both. Like, if he has Heavy Storm, okay, he has Heavy Storm, like, you got me. But even after he Heavy Storms, he has to deal with the Titanial. So how are you going to do that, you know? It's going to be a little challenge, a little bit difficult for you. He can make the Absolute Zero with the Prisma, and that breaks my board pretty soundly. But outside of that, and that's a 2-card way to break my board, which was a 2-card board. So I'm like, okay, you know what? You win there. You got me. Okay, main phase 1, he's going to go Giant Trunade. All right, not what I thought was going to happen, but still okay, I guess. Here's Murmillo. So this was the downside of putting them in attack position, but at the same time, it's just like one of them was going to be in attack position no matter what. So we could always like Murmillo over that one. And this means Murmillo's not even in his deck. So like, what is he supposed to do here? Like he Trunaded just to kill one Lone Fire. Like that isn't good. You know what I mean? Like it's not a winning play. So I think we're kind of okay. I'm not even sure if I would have even Skill Drained there. I might have just let him do it. Like, fuck it. Who cares, you know? It's going to get Gladiator Beast Laquari. Yeah, this card doesn't really matter too much. Hopefully I do draw that Amaryllis. It would be a really good draw. Trunade is a weird one. Future Fusion. Not what I expected, but pretty happy it's that and not anything else. This can send Murmillo or Ready Ari if he wants to. I don't know why he would want to have a Gladiator Beast. Okay, guess he's gonna send the Gladiator Beast. That means he has Ocean in hand or he sided out his Ocean. Because otherwise, like, you wouldn't want this. So Ocean is in hand. One unknown card being the back row here. I think this is pretty clear. Like, pretty clear and easy. Not a good draw, the second Bottomless. I think it's pretty easily just switch the Lone Fire, battle phase, attack with Titanial. He's going to lose his monster. He's going to take 700. Main phase 2. I can activate this Lone Fire, and I can either do that with the Dandelion or with the Lone Fire. Let's see, what's the pain of me doing it with the Dandelion? Gives him stuff to ping off of. Yeah, maybe we just go get fucking Titanial. And we have double Titanial, so it's like, whatever, what can you do? These are the instances where I do miss Botanical Lion as an additional target, but alas, here we are. I'll pass. So we kind of have to beat him next turn, or else he does get that Absolute Zero, which is really annoying. But here we are. It's possible we didn't want to use a Lone Fire. Okay, there is the Grand Mole. This is going to bite him in the ass really fucking hard. Because I'm going to flip Skill Drain, and he's going to take 1 billion life points and fucking throw the game because of it, I think. I think that's take 19 and then take 56, which is 75. So we win. It's kind of a punt. Yeah. Understandable punt, but a punt nonetheless. We could have also let it resolve and then trade end, but I figured, what are the chances he has Mirror Force? 0, right? Going second, what do we want that's different? Starlight Road comes a lot better going second. DD Crow, also pretty good. Looks like it's pretty good versus his deck. So I'm going to side in the DD Crows and the Starlight Road. I think that they have a lot more application going second than something like Lila. Or, I don't know. Maybe one Debris Dragon. No, Debris Dragon... Stardust Gildrain is so fucking good, isn't it? But I have Starlight Road to summon it. I want to side out one more card for this DD Crow. I'm just not sure what I want it to be. The card that I side out here. Could be one Dandelion, maybe. I'll go really thin on it. Okay, let's try it. I think less Dandelions might not be the worst thing. But it's possible that it is still bad. Okay, this hand isn't great, but trade-in would be nice. Lone Fire would be nice. A lot of things would be nice. It's not a terrible hand. It's like a playable hand. It's just not what you want, obviously. Okay, there's going to be Stratos Search yet again. We're kind of getting a repeat of game 1, but my hand is worse. Although I do have Torrential. I actually do have a trap card this time, so there's that. Oh, God. Please, for the love of God, give me a fucking trap card. T-set, he goes Heavy Storm. But I have to do it. He'll play around Raikou by going for the thing, and I'll get it. I'll Crow his bestie. So at least there'll be that. But he's gonna be able to clear this back. There's no way he can't clear this back row. You wouldn't not set anything in a deck like this. I'm fairly convinced that you wouldn't not set anything in a deck like this. He's viewing his extra deck. I don't love that, I'll say that much. I'm happy he doesn't have Chariot set, because Chariot on the Crow is brutal, but Breaker. No, I'm a Torrential here. We're going to get some tokens. This is actually excellent for us, especially if he continues to have no back row. That is a 2-for-1, sort of. Bottomless. We love to see that, don't we? I'm going to take this as an opportunity to get my Titanial into play. And I am going to attack. If he has Gores, he has Gores. You know, I'm not going to play around it. I will set the Bottomless, and I will pass. It's possible I shouldn't have set this, but I will set it. I will. I'm not sure what the Bottomless is going to hit, if anything, but we shall see. Prisma, send Bestiary, Tiger into Darius, Crow the Bestie, and then he books the Titanial. That's one way about it. He could also have, again, one of his many ways to clear back row here. He's playing Giant Trunade, so he has at least that plus Heavy plus Typhoon. So there's at least 3 ways, possibly even 4 with Cold Wave. He's just had a strange hand here, I think. A lot of normal summons, maybe. He has 7 cards, so he's up on cards somehow. It's because we tributed. Yeah, we tribute 7 Titanial, and that cost us a full card. Sorry, Big Think. Okay, that's fine. We have hella time. I don't think there's really anything. Turbo Synchron. Oh, I know this guy. You can change the attack target to defense position. When you take battle damage while this card is attacking, you can special summon a monster from your hand. Yeah, so he can switch to Titanial. He'll take 26. It's a big fucking chunk of damage. But this gets his guy in under Bottomless, which is pretty good. So he'll, oh, 25, sorry, he'll take 25. So, yeah, he'll take 25. He can special summon a big monster here. Basically any monster in his deck he could special summon here. And he does it in the damage step. And that's going to be Elemental Hero Ocean. To get this in under Bottomless, very smart. This will give him the Miracle Fusion play. He could also just Synchro into Catastor. Not a bad line by any means. Because we're going to have a little bit of difficulty answering that. Not too much difficulty. I am going to Bottomless here. Oh, I'm going to Bottomless that. That's a pretty safe Bottomless. He can Miracle, but now I do have that DD Crow. And so it's going to be all she wrote here shortly. Miracle Fusion, Chain DD Crow. And we'll go ahead and banish the Ocean. There's nothing he can make. So, yeah, Titanial connects for game, I believe. Yeah, GG's. GG's. That was a close match. Close match. I love his deck, the Turbo Synchron Tech. I think it's very good. I think that this card, it does a lot of cool things. That was a very close match. DD Crow's absolutely clutch. I'm loving this list so far. We've made it to the finals of the 8-man. I'm not sure who we even play against, but I'm going to host, and I'm going to check while I wait. Looks like Dragon is playing Ungo, and we play the winner of those two. So let's go check out what they're doing. I know I played against Ungo, I think yesterday. He sacked the fucking shit out of me. That was like one of the most frustrating matches I think I've ever played. I went back and watched it, and I was like, bruh. The champ says 3x Crow. That's funny. Looks like Ungo's already up a game. Looks like he's doing his patented sacking. Second Crow versus the Phantom targeting the second monster on Gores. It's funny because it looks like a card destruction has resolved here. The champ has also sacked me. I think both of these players have sacked me, so I'd love to get revenge on either of them. Would be nice. That being said, don't really know what's going on. Vanity's Fiend. I think playing against the frog deck will be... Oh, he's drawn all 3 crows. That's fucking crazy. What a lucker. Oh my gosh. That must be nice. Well, it was smart of the champ going after the Gores there and not the Dark Arm Dragon, because that means the follow-up Phantom can copy Dark Armed and he'll be alright. All he has to do is survive like the next few turns and find the second Phantom. Looks like he's not out any Phantoms either, so he's probably fine. That being said, it like turns into a real game then, and if he takes too much damage this turn, then he's probably lost. Only 2,400, you have to be pretty happy about that. Drops you to 4,000, and then here comes the probably follow-up Phantom. All 3 crows are now gone, so probably hoping to hit an Norlaris at some point, but you've got to have this second Phantom here. That's the only reason you would target the Gores and not the Dark Arm. Rhoda. This is to deck thin. So deck thin maybe before a draw card, maybe before an upstart or something like that. Who knows? I don't know how he lost the first game. Normally, these Norlaris like turbo decks have just a killer matchup versus Frogs game 1. It's usually like super free. But guess I don't know. I guess I just don't know. Maybe he just had a brick hand. It's always possible too. I think our deck destroys these Norlaris decks because they just send our Amaryllis and our Dandelion. It's like, okay, we're totally okay with that. Plus they have to pay 1,000 on top of that. Sends Plague. That doesn't do anything. Vanity's Fiend is in play. So you're passing the turn. You're attacking the set Treeborn here. Oh, it's Substitute. Get fucked. Yeah, the game's over. You lose the next turn. Just show him the Kayas. Stop wasting time. Monarch should be game. Monarch is game, yes. There is nothing in the game that stops this. Outside of Herald of Orange. Which I'm assuming you do not play. So it's trying to decide which one. I fucking hate when people are like this. Okay, there we go. Having too much fun with it. I've done this before too, where I slow roll people, but oh my god, slow rolling makes me so mad. I think it might be my #1 most rage-inducing thing. Third crow. Yeah, the third crow was good, but like, what are you gonna fucking do? Like, if he doesn't have the crow, just run over the vanities? That's not a winning game either. Like, that's just not a winning game. So, I don't know. All right. Can we play? I play you. I will host. Okay. Cool. Cool. Sick. Dope. Awesome. Alright. I'm getting a chance of vengeance. This motherfucker sacked the shit out of me yesterday. Hopefully I win. I don't know. That would be nice. Be a nice way to tie up this video too. Tie up the little Amaryllis bow. God, I love Amaryllis. It's like, it's one of my favorite decks. Alright, good luck, have fun. I'm going to pick paper. Please do not pick scissors. Okay, he started off with paper as well. I think he's going to pivot to rock or scissors, so I'm going to pick rock. Nice. We get to go first. Always good. Always good in Edison format. You never don't want to go first. It's just the best. All right, let's see what we got. Opening hand is very clean. Love this hand. So we've got Foolish Burial, Send Dandelion, Lone Fire out, Titanial, and we're just off to the races. I think this is the best possible. The only thing that's really bad about this is possibly like I don't think there's anything really bad about this, honestly. Sack and go get Titanium. And we will pass a turn. Or maybe I'll set trade in. Should I set trade in? No. No reason to do that. I don't think there's anything really bad about this. He can go like, I think 1 for 1. Like the Substitute is cool. It'll clear one of the Lone Fires, but like, it's fine. You know, whatever. Swap Frogs and Treeborn. It's like, okay. You got your Treeborn. That's cool. Bounce, pass. Didn't even clear the Lone Fires. Disrespectful, honestly. Okay. So in this case, we can summon our Dandelion. We can sack it to go get something. This one's tricky, isn't it? How do we play through Gores optimally? Is it with Lila? I think it is with Lila. So we're going to go 1 Lone Fire, go get Titanial. I mean, he's dead on board if he doesn't have Fader or Gores here. He didn't attack the Lone Fire, so that's so strange to me. Signifies maybe Junk Synchron into Catastor could be pretty annoying. I don't think I want to get the last Titanial quite yet. I think I want to hold off on that. So I'm going to summon the Lila. Actually, is there a reason to hold off on that? I don't think so. I don't think there's a reason to hold off on it. I think we just go get the last Titanial. And just end him. Battle phase. 17 first. He could have Trigodia too. I think he does play Trigodia. Yeah, that's annoying. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. We can't hit an Armory, so we'll just end phase mill 3. Hopefully hit an Amaryllis. We did not. But we hit two cards I didn't really want to draw, so I'm cool with this. He can bring out the Treeborn. He can run over one Titanial, but that's fine. That was not optimal. I'm not going to lie. That was not ideal for us. Him having Trag there. I think that was probably worst case. Pitch special, that's fine. Oh, now Trag is weak, though. Now Trag is weak. That's a little bit... I guess he can bounce, and then... Bounce, Trag, normal junk. He's going to go Black Rose. Okay. But this is chill. Like, this is fine. Draw for turn. Another trade in. Jesus Christ, bro. Give me something good. That Tragodia is really annoying, but we can connect for at least 1900 more here. It says Junk Synchron is the GOAT. No, Tragodia is. If he had Junk Synchron last turn, he could have just put up a Catastrophe. It would have been impossible for us to play. I think we get in our 19s. Mill 3. Based off what we mill. Finally hitting a fucking Amaryllis. Alright. So we got 1900 here. We connect for 19. He takes a certain amount. He might want a special Tragodia. Which, okay. I think. He's thinking about whether he wants to summon Tragodia. Obviously, I know about the Tragodia. So he's maybe like considering his options. Like, do I want to use it? Maybe I don't want to use it. Maybe because he knows about it, I don't want to use it. Amaryllis doesn't banish for cost, right? Read the card. I think it does. Why does it matter? Why does it matter? Yeah. Do you have the crows in your main deck? Like, it doesn't. It's because I have Lad. 1900. It says okay. I just got Battle Fitter. Alright. Does he have Lad in hand? It's a pretty lucky hand. Special Amaryllis. And pass. This drops to 400. Yeah, if he has Lad in hand, like, that's pretty fucking good. I cannot lie. But we can just keep doing this. And it would kill Lad. I'm pretty sure it banishes for cost. Soul Exchange? Sure. Targets Amaryllis. Okay. You just use Soul Exchange. The fuck? Bro, this is why I hate playing against him. Because it's just like, dude, you have everything. And you're playing like this. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. Card Trooper cost. Lad loses stats. Is there something I can do here? I can just clear the Lad though, right? Like, I can just put it to 0-0 with the Amaryllis. So if I switch this guy to defense, I kind of want to put the Lad to 1 negate, but that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. What's he special summoning back, by the way? I don't know. Let's just switch Trooper. Set Dandelion. End phase. Amaryllis. Banish Lonefire. Amaryllis. Banish Lonefire. Amaryllis. Banish Titanial. And then Amaryllis. Banish Dandelion. Special summon. And Amaryllis. Banish Titanial. Special summon. And pass. Cool. I don't know why he didn't drop Trag and like try to use Lad to steal Phoenixian Cluster or do stuff like that, but this is fine. This is all fine. I'm big chilling with this. Here comes normal Dupe Frog. Okay. So here he'll take 800, 1600. He takes 1600. He's attacking the Card Trooper. We'll draw a card. Another Amaryllis, beautiful. Alright, so back row. The fuck? Back row is so good for us. Let's trade in, pitch Amaryllis. Draw 2. Charge the Light Brigade is not a card we can activate because we've gotten too low in our deck. We do have one more target, but I don't think it's worth the risk of this. So the other trade-in is going to be a dead card. Hidden Armory is going to be another copy of DDR, or it's going to be a copy of DDR here. I think the game plan is to go... How do I do this? I think it's Hidden Armory for DDR. Oh, no. He has a back row. He has a back row. That's right. He has a back row. That's right. Okay, how do I out the back row? I think it's just spam DDR. So I think we're going to Hidden Armory, mill 1. Not a great mill. I would have liked to draw a Phoenix Wing at this point, but grabbing DDR is good. DDR, pitch... I have to pay cost. Wait for me to pay cost, brother. Pitching trade-in? Okay, cool. So that happens. Now we can bring out one of the Amaryllis. I'm trying to think if that's going to be worth it. And I think the answer is yes. Because he'll... The Amaryllis represents 3,000 points of damage. So I definitely think it's right to bring out the one Amaryllis. It's just a matter of like what we're all setting here. And I think it's these two cards. I don't think we set Dust Shooter Charge because we might need those. So end phase we go Banish Amaryllis, Special Amaryllis. And then he could switch all his monsters to defense. Like he doesn't need to play into Mirror Force here. But something tells me he will. I don't know what it is, but something tells me he will just swing with all his monsters into Mirror Force. So I guess we'll see that happen. Possibly. Who knows? For some reason, I just have a gut feeling that that's going to happen. Ah, god damn it. Oh well. This is still fine. He's going to attack with the Phoenixian Cluster. No. I'm going to Mirror Force here. It still blows up his whole board. So that's cool. Lad and Dupe Frog both activate here. Gonna bring back Black Rose, and I will Bottomless Trap Hole the Black Rose. Okay, he's gonna pass the turn back to me. I'm gonna draw for turn. I'm gonna find Debris Dragon. Really, really good draw here. Because we can kill his Trag. And then put him really low, actually. Like, really low. And we can put the Dandy in our graveyard, too, which is nice. So I can bring out the Card Trooper. Debris, target Trooper. Special the Trooper. Flip Dandy. Synchro with Dandy and Debris into our own monster. I think it's going to be Black Rose Dragon. Get ourselves 2 nice little Dandy tokens. Oh my gosh. And then switch the Amaryllis So Amaryllis connecting is the most damage, is it? No, Black Rose connecting is the most damage. So we want to Black Rose first. This is only bad if he drew specifically Gores. There's Trigodia. Okay, Trigodia is 600, so I can't attack over it with Card Trooper. Have to attack with Amaryllis. This card is, if this card, what does this card do? If this card attacks, it is destroyed after damage calculation. Declare, launch it, and then I'll attack directly with Card Trooper for 400. Main phase 2. End phase, I will bring out the Amaryllis, banishing the Dandelion. That's probably the best. Yeah. And then pass the turn. So the cool thing about this deck, the Amaryllis deck, is in the late game, you just have infinite gas. Like, you can just do, like, a bunch of stuff with the graveyard like that. And you can outgrind your opponent's top decks because you have live top decks and you also have a live graveyard. That being said, this matchup, I don't really know the best way to approach it. Soul Release, obviously, it's kind of a slam dunk. Just banishes all the frogs. So it makes the game like pretty straightforward. Heavy Storm doesn't seem like it accomplishes much. What was his trap card that he used that game? He used a trap card that game. Oh no, he didn't. He used Space Typhoon. So he set Space Typhoon. Interesting. But yeah, Heavy Storm, not really going to be the best. I think Raikou going second versus frogs is not the best. He definitely is bringing in like some amount of DD Crow, because like that game we deleted him with the graveyard stuff, and so against DD Crow, is there a supplemental plan that I like to go for? Skill Drain is also like, it is fucking good versus frog. Like Skill Drain is just always going to be good versus frog style decks because it stops like vanities, whatnot. It's just a matter if I want to bring it in or not. Because I don't think it matters too much. Maybe it's good against like the Black Rose shenanigans. Mind Crush could be good for Rhoda or Miracle Fusion or that sort of thing. Mind Crush I'm like very iffy about. I actually don't think Bottomless Trap Hole is all that great. It does stop vanities though. I'm not sure if I want Bottomless or if I want the Skill Drain. What was the application of Bottomless last game? Stopping the thing that came out off of Lad? That's something. I guess I could side in Aaron just as a way to, like, annoy him, I guess. It's a way to proactively mill, I guess. Raikou outs vanities, Soul Release. I don't want to change too much. I feel like changing too much could be like bad. It's possible I cut Gores. I've been like kind of siding out Gores a lot. Like in theory, Skill Drain is really good, right? I'll just side one. Fuck it. I don't know. Maybe I'm supposed to side out Plague too. I have not liked Plague that much, but it's a decent mill. Yeah, see, maybe I should have decided this guy out, but I don't really know. You know, it's hard to tell. Having Aaron in this slot here would have been really, really nice. That being said, we're starting off with trade-in, so we can't really be too upset. And we are able to immediately pitch our Titanial and draw 2 cards. Ooh, Mark of the Rose. Would you look at that? I think this one's pretty simple. Is it set Dandy, set Torrential? Where does that get us? Or is it set Plague, set Torrential? Because set Plague, set Torrential. No, it's set Dandy, because we want to hold the Plague to normal summon alongside Mark of the Rose. That's our big play here, right? I think it's just set Dandy, set Torrential. I'm not sure what he's about here. Maybe I'm supposed to side out Debris Dragon because of DD Crow. Okay, Bottomless is a good draw. Drago favors us, so we could Hidden Armory for DDR right now. But we might want to Hidden Armory back Mark of the Rose in case things go south, so it's really nothing to think about. We're just going to pass. Interesting spot we're in. He does have to play. Here comes Sack for Vanities, and that's going to be met with Torrential. And we're going to get our 2 tokens. Hopefully we can get something good here. Another Dandelion. Fuck off. Well, let's set the bottom list and pass. Let's not make it too weird, you know? If he goes for another Vanities, I'm like considering letting it stick. I'm considering letting that stick, but no, we're going to chain this. Stay disciplined. Keep it how it is, you know? Okay, this Hidden Armory should probably do something, right? If we set a monster, he'll just Monarch it. So there's really no reason for me to set anything here. We'll just pass. The sooner we find Amaryllis or Soul Release, the better. Here comes Substitute. Perfect. That means Soul Release off the top is going to be just phenomenal. It's going to be really good for us. He can kill both our tokens here, but I don't really care. The tokens weren't really doing anything other than just like making our Plague Spreader Synchro better. But ultimately, like, this is fun. What is this? Third Swap Frog, attack, go double deep, right? It's the only thing that makes sense. Dupe 1, dupe 2. Okay. Pass. Draw for turn. Oh my gosh. I'm tempted to start spamming this just because it's like, it's nice, you know? So if we take a dupe frog, we make Armory Arm. And then we can DDR back Titanial. Is that even good? I don't even know if that's even good. But I guess we get Titanial plus tokens plus arm. It's kind of good. You know, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We'll make our arm. And then I can DDR, pitch Dandelion, special summon Titanial, get 2 tokens. Battle phase. Attack. He could have Trag again. Could be sitting on the Trag. It's possible I don't want to attacking. Dewfrog is destroyed. Bruh. Bruh, Dewfrog is destroyed. Attack. Destroy Dewfrog, please. What? What's going on? Oh, maybe he went AFK. Alright, well, let's say he has Trag, right? Let's say he has Trag. If we connect with the arm, then he goes Trag. We equip the arm to the Titanial. We have a 3800 Titanial. He goes Special Treeborn, attack over the token, pitch Lad, try to steal Titanial, we negate. It's not ideal. But at least it forces Tragoedia Light and Darkness. If we don't attack, he just goes... Treeborn comes back in attack position. Attack over a token. Clear the other token with any summon. And then he can force the Titanial either way. It's like not great, but it does force a little bit more out of him. It's just... I don't know. This is a weird one. It looks like he's gone, though. Which makes me kind of sad. Every time I play against this guy, he, like, never bricks on frogs. That's something that's, like, I've noticed is kind of crazy. He just never bricks on them. Equip is also better into, I think, Miracle Fusion. Because then he takes the burn. So if I go hit... Are you fucking kidding me? What is this? What is going on? I'll see if he messaged in the Discord. What is going on? It says, sorry, my internet crashed. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, we're getting the rest of the game, which is better for the viewers. Dupe effect, add back swap. So if we hit for 18, he drops track. Let's just hit for 18, because he has to have track. I mean, he's going to have it, because he's had it every single fucking game. He could have Battle Fader, that's fine too. He could have a bunch of different things. It's all chill. It's all a vibe, you know, but... Okay. Any effects, question mark. He can go bring back Treeborn, pitch special swap, hit token, and then Monarch force the Titanial. So I think that is a reason not to equip. And so I'm just going to pass. That's the reason not to equip. But I don't know if you'll even see that line. Okay, here comes Treeborn. Enemy controller. See, this is just so much worse than bringing back the Treeborn and attacking. Is you're spending real cards here. Okay, I'll negate that too. This is very favorable for us. Because those are two enemy controllers I would have had to play through. Target Titanial. Do we let this one resolve? No. We'll negate that one too. No big deal. So we just got 3 enemy controllers for a Dandelion and a Titanial, which is about as good as it's going to get. Like I said, he could have gone Treeborn, pitch special swap, or even just normal swap, hit over the 2 tokens, and then been fine. But he spent 3 enemy controllers there when he didn't need to, really, which is great. That's like the best case scenario for us. Treeborn doesn't have to be summoned in defense position. Here comes Junk Synchron. This can be Goyo Guardian, which is cool. Goyo Steel Army Arm is a cool play. But then we've got Mark of the Rose. Take it back. We know his hand has Swap Frog, so he'll definitely want it here, yeah. Equip, that's totally fine, but now he can't bring back Treeborn Frog. He also can't drop Gores, which is funny. So, on this turn, well, we found Raikou. That's a very good draw. We could just set the Raikou, but then he goes Special Arm, and that's a little bit annoying. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to game shot him. I'm going to hit an Armory, mill 1, hit Necro Gardener. Okay, let's see if this is okay. Add back Mark of the Rose. And then I'll hit an Armory again. Mill 1. Okay. Cool. And this will add back TDR. He could have Battle Fader here. So the game plan through Battle Fader is to synchro with his Goyo Guardian main phase 2. It says think. Can't crow all my plants, brother. Yep. Yeah, he definitely has crow. He should have crowed the mark. Or he should have crowed. DD Crow doesn't have to target a What's the target? DD Crow doesn't have to target a monster. It can target spells. Yeah, see, there's literally no reason to do this. I can just mark Banished Dandelion. It's like the same. And then I can just DDR back. It says, why did I do that? I have no idea. That is a great question. Give me the yugioh Guardian. And then yeah, DDR. DDR at this point pitching Raikou. I can't summon it. But it's probably better to stack Raikou than stack Trade-in for Plague. So we'll go DDR, pitch, Trade-in, Special Titanial. He is letting all of this happen, but this is lethal. So, hoping that we can just connect C's here. It would be nice if we could. If not, I understand. I'll be annoyed, but yeah, I guess the game goes on. So, we'll Plague, stack. This is really bad if he has a second Crow. And then we'll synchro and make tricky one. It's the best synchro here. Thought Ruler's probably the best. Let's go Thought Ruler. And then we've got Necrogardna, we've got Titanial, we've got Thought Ruler. We've got Raikou on top of our deck. Could be a lot worse. It's not great, but it could be a lot worse. I'm not complaining, is what I'm saying. He burned all of his enemy controllers for no reason. He burned his DD Crow for no reason. And yeah, we'll at least get to gain 100 life points here, which is nice. Or we could deal damage. If we summon the Raikou, we could deal damage, but I just don't think that that's a winning game plan. I think we're going to set the Raikou. We're going to go Battle Phase. Titanial's going to kill the Battle Fader. Just put that in the grid, or banish it, and then we'll gain our 100 here off of the Treeborn Frog, and then we'll pass. Treeborn Frog can come back. We still do have that Necrogardna defending ourselves. Heavy Storm. That's pretty good. That's actually really good here. Because if he can Heavy Storm into a Monarch, that's like pretty strong. Okay, not quite. We drew Amaryllis. Terrible draw. But alas, here we are. Funny, if we had kept the Trade-in, it would have been better than keeping the Raikou. That being said, I think it's worth starting to get damage. We'll mill 3. Terrible mill. I would have loved to draw any of those cards. So stupid. 227. If he has Gores, I'm going to fucking scream. Okay. In phase 2, I could tribute set Amaryllis. How good is that? It's not very good. We only have 2 plants, so it's not like good enough to get us where we need to go. So I'm just going to pass. I hope to draw another Trade-in. He's going to DD Crow, target Necrogardna. Yep. Okay. That's fine. That'll do some work for him. But it's still kind of an uphill battle. I guess he's sacks for Caius. He's back in it. Yeah, sack for Caius is back in it. Junk Synchron also back in it. So he has a lot of good draws here, actually. Yeah, Junk Synchron, make Bryonic, he's in it. Sack for Caius, he's back in it. He's actually just winning with sack for Caius. We're like fucking dead lost here. It's possible I shouldn't have flipped the Raikou. But if I don't flip the Raikou, then like what am I doing, you know? He's out 2 Crows. He only has 1 more left, but he could stick a Vanities at some point. Okay, here comes the, this is the Bryonic. Goyo's gone, thankfully, but Bryonic is still a clear for Thought Ruler Archfiend, so. Brain Control. That seems like a waste of a Brain Control, but maybe Brain Control is not very good versus our deck anyway. He's going to make an 8-star here. What is he going to make? Colossal Fighter. How many warriors are in the grave? He has at least 2. He has 3, actually. He has 3. So we're going to take 400 here. This is bad news. Beautiful draw. Actual perfect. I am so happy. Pitch. Draw 2. Charge of the Light Brigade. Say less. I'm gonna play it. Mill 3. Oh my god, we milled another Amaryllis. Say less, bro. Say less. Grab Ryko. Ryko outs the Colossal. End phase. Banish special. And we'll banish the Titanial. Especially the other one. Leaving the Dandelion for potential Debris Dragon top deck. And pass the turn. Holy, this is so good. It's funny, last game he brought back the Treeborn in attack and attacked my Amaryllis, but this game he brought it in defense and he attacked the Kaya's target the Ryko. Probably want to hit the Amaryllis actually, because these are lethal now. So yeah, probably want to hit the Amaryllis. Soul Release is pretty good. How many plants I have? Ooh, I just have the one. Tricky. But we'll Soul Release so he can't easily deal with our shit. 3, 4, and 5 in case of Avarice. And then I'll go end phase. Banish Dandelion special Amaryllis. And pass. Okay. So he kills this one. He deals 3,100. He might have another Caius, which would be good. He has Swap Frog. Okay. So that's going to deal 800. He drops to 100. Attack for 24. Attack for 31. So I'm at 12. So even sack for Caius is not game. But sack for Caius on Amaryllis is game. Interesting, he's going to bounce the swap. Well, that's going to be game unless he has the third crow. So I'll go Hidden Armory. Mill for cost. Okay, question mark. GG's. 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 Yeah, he punted the shit out of this game. His hand was insane. He had triple. All he had to do was just attack over the tokens, and I never could have outgrinded triple enemy controller. That's crazy. Says I played like garbage. I mean, hopefully you learn from it. But I got revenge from yesterday when you sacked the fucking shit out of me. Karma for winning the last time with luck. Yeah. Luck only goes so far. That's true. In Edison format, that's true. Luck only takes you so far. If you make a few mistakes, I mean, that's pretty much all it's gonna cost you. That was a tough one. I think we drew kind of poorly there in game 2. Game 1 was kind of textbook. We just outgrinded him with the advantage. But game 2 there, that was really tricky. I'm not sure I know how to sideboard versus that sort of deck with this deck. I think I made the right calls going for the soul releases, but I think leaving in the plague was pretty stupid, especially knowing and anticipating that he would have those DD Crows. Granted, he threw I think he went -6 that game. I think he threw away a brain control, 3 enemy controllers, and what was the other cards? 2 DD Crows. He went -6 that game. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, Plague looked good because our opponent just threw away his hand for no reason. But if he hadn't gone for that, then the Plague would have been really bad. So I think that this deck, for the post-board games where your opponent has, they're playing the Frog deck and they have those Crows and stuff, I think siding out Plague Spreader is probably correct. I'm not sure what else you might want. Maybe you want Burials of your own as a way to put back the banished Amaryllis. Maybe you want something as far as Miracle Dig, which is another late game absolute bomb in this deck. But I think overall, the way we went for things was definitely not right. So food for thought. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for tuning in undefeated with Amaryllis. Feels pretty good. See you guys in the next one. Peace.